You want to see something cool? How sick is that? Green screen boys, we are in a new era. Let's freaking go. I really hope that made you laugh because unfortunately for you, I'm about to kill your vibe. I'm about to ruin your day.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I'm about to tell you a truth of life, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But if you promise to take your medicine today, bro, if you take this advice on board and take it seriously, right? I can almost promise you right now that there is no way in hell that this advice cannot change your life. There's no ways that it can't help you today. But I need you to be brave. I need you to take the medicine and I need you to be strong because this is not going to be sweet, but it is going to be helpful. The sad truth of today is that there are going to be more days than not when you are going to wake up, you're going to get out of bed, and you are just not going to feel like doing the work that you said you would do or that you know you need to be doing in order to achieve your goals. Think I'm full of shit? I mean, I kind of am, but not this time, bro, not this time. Because let me give you an example to kind of drive my point home, right? Think about all the times that you got absolutely fired up, right? You were burning with passion. You were ready to go on, I don't know, a new project, a new book. You were ready to start a whole new life for yourself. Maybe it was a new gym routine, right? You were like fired up. And for once in your life, or maybe for the 10th time in your life, not attacking you, bro. I'm just being honest with you today. Like I said, medicine.
I didn't want to make it that everybody was attacking you. I feel very attacked.
Relax.
But there's probably been a few moments where, for example, you saw some fit guy on TV and he was talking about a healthy lifestyle and you sat there and you thought, you know what? This, bro, I'm getting my life together tomorrow. I'm going to get up and I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to change my life, right? You finally decided to take charge of your life. And so with this gusto, with all the motivation in the world, you got up off of your lazy ass and you decided to make a change. And then what happened, homie? What happened? Be honest, what happened? We all know what happened, right? You did it for maybe a solid week, maybe even a couple of weeks, maybe even a month, maybe even a few months, right? I wouldn't say a year, because I think once you did it for a year, you probably would stick to that lifestyle. But you did this thing for a little while, and then what happened? You fell off. You gave up. Somewhere along the train tracks, just one of the rails gave way, and the train it crashed, bro. It crashed and burned, and you were back at stage bloody 1. You want to know why that happened? You want to know why your train burst into a ball of flames? It's simple. The truth is that you have not learned the skill of discipline. In simple, basic caveman terms, right? Discipline is essentially the skill of doing hard work even if you aren't feeling like doing that work. It's literally showing up and doing the grind. It's literally rocking up day in and day out, doing the work that you said you would do relentlessly, despite the way you feel. And the sucky truth of the day is simply the fact that you will never achieve your goals. You'll never reach the dreams that you've envisioned for yourself unless you consistently show up day in, day out. You pick up that shovel and you just keep smacking that rock. You will never do the things you said you would do. You'd never achieve all the goals that you've set for yourself if you do not show up and exercise discipline. Because as the cliche quote goes, success, it's not a one-time event. Hold on, boys. I just want to check the video's going. This is the first time doing green screen, so we got to make sure this is all sharp. Looks all right. My editors are probably like, this looks please redo the video. So let's hope that's not the case. Hold on, boys. I just want to check the video's going. This is the first time doing green screen, so we got to make sure this is all sharp.
I'll come do the dishes now, Ma. I'm just trying to fix Niall's video because, man doesn't know how to set up a green screen.
But here's the thing, right? Not all types of discipline are born equal. You ideally want to have a specific type of discipline, and that discipline is self-discipline. It's being motivated intrinsically. You probably heard this in your LO class, right? Extrinsic versus intrinsic motivation. What you really want in your life is intrinsic, inner kind of motivation. What is your why? Why are you doing this at a core fundamental level? Ideally, you do not want to be chasing the carrot your whole life. right? You don't want to be chasing rewards in order to get your ass to do things. You also don't want to be chased by a stick. You don't want to be punished all the time, and you don't want to almost belittle or berate yourself into doing hard work. And this is pretty much the typical advice that you'll hear all over YouTube, right? All these self-improvement coaches will tell you intrinsic motivation, be motivated by your own goals. Don't do it for the ladies, do it for yourself, king. You hear all these guys say intrinsic motivation. And listen, their heart is in the right place. But I truly believe that they are not looking at this problem from step one. They're looking at it in the grand scheme of things, the enlightened stage of life, right? How to motivate yourself according to the Buddha or to God. I think that they're doing it wrong simply because they are not starting at ground zero. And that is exactly what you and me, bro, you and me are going to do it right today. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you need to find your why or that you need to make this vision board, law of attraction nonsense. You need to see it in your mind and achieve it in real life. And I'm not making fun of that kind of stuff. We definitely will talk about that on the channel because it's valuable, but it is not where the beginner starts. And if you're willing to be honest with yourself and with me, you, my friend, are a beginner and you need to work from bottom to the top.
From the bottom to the top.
But let's be honest with each other here, bro. I mean, we're not going to lie to each other, right? When you're starting out with this whole discipline thing, it can be hella difficult, right? It can be hard because the truth is you're just simply used to being a lazy ass. Like, there's no shame in that, bro. I'm still working on this whole discipline thing. It's tough out here.
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
But when you've built up this habit over time of not doing the hard work when you don't feel like it, it becomes extremely difficult to actually do it, right? So we need to admit where we are in this process. We are, like I said, lazy assholes, and that means that we need to humble ourselves and start from the ground up. And this is how we do that. I've got the solution for this. And truth be told, I learned the secrets to discipline by complete accident, right? It was a total fluke. And don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful that it happened, but bro, the story I'm about to tell you is absolutely wild. Like, it's so crazy, but it perfectly illustrates the importance of discipline. And hopefully it'll just drive the message home to you as well. So listen to this story. So a couple months ago, me and my boys, right, we all decided that, we're sick of not taking our health seriously. We want to start getting into the gym. We want to start hitting the gym hard, pumping that iron, start lifting weights. We want to be gym bros, for lack of a better term. And so we decided to start a gym challenge of sorts, right? So the challenge was essentially for 3 months, we would work out as much as we could. And the winner at the end of the challenge would be the guy who did the most gym workouts, right? Pretty simple challenge. And bro, like, this challenge, for me at least, it changed my life. Like, I had never been so consistent with the gym before. Like, I'd never been to the gym so many times without any hassle, without any resistance. And honestly, bro, for about, let's say 2 months out of the 3 months, I was consistent as like, I was really impressed with myself. And it wasn't just me. Like, the boys, we thought that there would be like a clear loser, somebody would do like 5 workouts and be like throwing in the towel. But bro, this is not what happened at all. Like, literally, the bros suddenly got all this motivation. Like, we were just hitting it so hard and we were neck and neck. Like, we were literally right on top of each other. I think it was like 1 point, maybe 2 points difference between the lot of us. And like, at any stage, somebody could just overtake you. And bro, that level of healthy competition, that masculine competition, it was so powerful. And I think we'll actually do a video on it because that's not the lesson today, but it's very related, right? It was incredible. And we all stuck to the challenge like absolute beasts, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We did so good, at least for 2 months. In the 3rd month, I was going on like a boys trip with my dad. We were going away, and to be honest with you, bro, I just couldn't be asked about doing workouts. I was just like, you know what, I'm going away. I'm going to have fun with the old man. I'm not going to worry about this. And so I voluntarily quit the challenge. I was like, you know what, boys, I'm going away. I'm going to be away for a week. No gym. I'm not asked to run on the beach or whatever. I'm just going to call it here. Like, well done, boys. I've lost the challenge. I'll take the punishment. By the way, the punishment was waxing legs. So stick around. The video is it's going to be uploaded to the channel eventually. But yeah, that was the punishment. And so I said to them, like, wax my legs. It's fine. Enjoy the rest of the challenge. I'll see you guys when I got home, right? 7 days off the challenge. That was more than enough leeway for these boys to take the lead and to complete the challenge. There was no pressure for them anymore, right? And you will never believe what bloody happened. 2 of these dumbasses, and I can call them dumbasses because they're my bros and they know who they are, but 2 of these dumbasses decided, you know what? Niall's given up the challenge, so I'm gonna take it easy, bro. I'm gonna coast along. I'm gonna do what I want. As the 3 months ended, as the challenge came to a close, we tallied up the scores, we checked the voting, and like I said, I'm waiting for me to be the obvious loser. And you know what happened? It honestly still baffles me it baffles me to tell the story, but the tally came out, the votes were counted, and I had tied with 2 of the other guys in the group, leaving us with 1 clear winner. They had the win, bro. They literally had the win right in front of them. Only one of the guys in the challenge stuck to his guns. He stayed with the rest of the workouts. Only one. The rest of them, they coasted. And as a result, they are getting waxed with me now. They gave up their discipline because I had given up mine. If you haven't figured it out already, this story teaches us an incredibly important lesson. And this is the lesson. The secret to building discipline, at least at first, is accountability. It's accountability. Eventually, once you start getting momentum, once you start crushing certain goals, once you start actually doing the things you said you would do, you will build that inner momentum, right? That inner discipline, like we talked about, that self-discipline. It will be a natural byproduct. But first, you need to ask for the accountability of others in order to keep you on track and to keep you disciplined. Accountability is stage 1. And if you are not incorporating accountability in some form in all aspects of your life, you're honestly fucking up, bro. Like, it's a simple fix for a very simple problem. The reason that you need to be accountable to others is because you need some pressure. You need somebody behind you that is going to be breathing down your neck so that you start to feel that pressure. You start to feel a little bit of anxiety. And you know what? Sometimes anxiety is good, to feel a little bit of like, bro, I need to get shit done. Like, that can be a very powerful motivator. Whereas with yourself, and like, let's be honest, bro, you sit there and you say, if I don't do this, I will not eat chocolate today.
I love chocolate, but I can't eat it because then I'll get fat. But it's so good.
Like, bullshit, bro. Like, in the beginning, at least, you will not have the strength to discipline yourself. And you know that you're not a threat. Like, look at you, bro. Look at you, bro. Like, you know that you're not going to make sure you do the right things. You're not man enough to punish yourself, right? And that is why you need the strength. You need the discipline. You need the ferocity of others to drive you in the beginning. And then you'll learn that discipline to start driving yourself. Simple example, but let's say you're in school, right? How many times have you bunked school? Like, honestly, how many times have you not showed up for class even when you didn't feel like it, right? And that was, how many days of the year did you not feel like going to school? Pretty much 90% of the time, right? But did you miss 90% of classes? Obviously you didn't. Unless you're failing right now, which I would suggest get your ass in class, bro. What are you doing? But you didn't miss 90% of school. You showed up. Why? Because there was a physical, real threat. There was a real consequence of not showing up to school when you needed to be there. This is even more applicable to the adult lifestyle, right? As a working adult watching this video, how many times did you not show up for work just because you didn't feel like it, right? It's ludicrous. Like, imagine that 90% of the time you didn't feel like going to work, which is the reality for most people, right? Imagine that you did not show up to work 90% of the time. Like, let's say you didn't show up to work from Monday to Thursday and then you rocked up on Friday. Like, what would happen to your ass? Bro, you'd get fired, obviously. Like, your boss would be like, you can't show up for work 1 day a week. Like, that's just not how this works, bro. There's an actual real consequence of getting fired, and that is why you show up to work. Obviously, this is not rocket science, bro. Let me stop bullying you guys. Shame. I'm just beating the shit out of you at this stage. But
Stop! He's already dead.
I think you get the point, right? So let's move on to the valuable part of the video. Let me actually give you some practical advice in order for you to build up this discipline via, you said it first, accountability. So here's what you have to do, bro. You literally have to take out a piece of paper, get a pen, and write out your big goals, right? Write out the goals that you want to achieve for yourself, whether that's to get a six-pack by December, whether that is to get a girlfriend, get a job, start a business, whatever it is, write out those big, long-term goals. Once you're done with that, I want you to move on to the systems part of the challenge, which is essentially write out the daily or weekly steps that you need to be taking in order to achieve that goal. And be honest with yourself. If you need a six-pack, if you want a six-pack, you need to be at the gym at least 4, maybe 5 times in the week, maybe even 6 if you're really that disciplined.
Rip, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel no burn. Yeah. Cause I'm the best, baby. I'm the best. Yeah.
You need to be honest about what you physically need to be doing every day in order to get you closer, at least one step closer to the goals that you've set for yourself. Because the honest truth is that if you're not putting in daily consistent efforts, like we said at the beginning of this video, success is literally showing up day in and day out and doing the work. So you need to ask yourself, what does that work look like to me and to my goals? Now comes the part of the video where we take accountability into consideration. And what you're going to do now is you're going to look at each step of that daily process or that weekly process, and you're going to ask yourself a simple question. How can I get accountability into this aspect of my goal? How can I, or who can I bring into my life that I know is going to be able to push me, that I'm going to be able to stay accountable to, that will help me and really kind of be that cheerleader or that punisher? Don't get kinky here, boys. I'm not in that way. I'm just saying, who's going to really kind of provide that good pressure, that healthy pressure, right? And I want you to be also like, let's take a minute to say, do not hurt yourself here, boys. Like, I know I don't need to say this because you're all hopefully mature enough to understand. Don't hurt yourself, but add a very real level of kind of accountable pressure to your life. And that is what's going to get you to achieve your goals. So for example, do like I did and the boys did. Get a gym group together. If you want to get healthy, if you want to start a gym challenge, I promise you the best thing you can do for yourself is to get an accountability group. Make some kind of reward. So for us, the winner got 100 Rand each from all of us. And the punishment was legs waxed. It's a pretty good way to do it, right? Or you can just say you'll like, I don't know, it can be anything, bro. You could literally shave your heads, whatever it is, as long as it's healthy, get a gym group together. That's a good example of accountability in fitness. Another easy example is just to post your promises online. I'm serious, like take that piece of paper right now, take a photo of it. I mean, if you want to do it on this channel, you can send me the photo. I'll gladly keep you accountable, bro. But take a photo of all your promises for the week, right? Post that shit. Post it onto your Instagram, post it onto Facebook. Say, at the end of the week, if I haven't done this, you are all you're all welcome to call me an absolute pussy. You can all call me an asshole, right? Because now you know that the whole world is watching you, so you do not want to fail in front of all your friends. You can even take this a step further by promising money. Like get somebody that you can literally send your accountability notes to and say to them, right, every time I mess up, every time I don't check in with you on this goal or this promise, I'm going to pay you $10, right? It could even be more. If you've got the money to spare, make it like really detrimental. And I'd actually advise that, like make it something that you don't want to lose out on. Make it like $100. I mean, nobody wants to give up $100 now for nothing. And you can bet your sweet ass that that is going to drive you into action faster than you can imagine. Hard work beats talent every single time. And how do you do the hard work? You get accountable. It's as simple as that.